We are here with Andres, and he's about to show us his collection of diecasts that he's acquired throughout a period of how long?
About a year and 4 months.
Year and 4 months?
Yeah.
All right, and before we get started and before you show us all these goodies, let us know what got you into collecting.
So when I actually the year I started collecting and the amount of time I started collecting was when I first met my girlfriend. On our third date, we went to Main Event, and I didn't know this at the time because I'm big into cars. I work on my car. I have a Lexus. It's stock on the outside, not on the inside. And I saw some Hot Wheels hanging, and my girlfriend said, "Oh, we got some extra points left. Why don't you get them?" And I was like, I mean, I never thought about it. I like real cars. I like the big ones, so why not get the small ones? And she was like, "You should get them." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." And so she grabbed them for me, and she took them, and she's the one that used our tickets on them. And that one right there that is in the Koval case is actually the very first Hot Wheel that I got. That was the very same one that I got a year and 4 months ago. That's why it's in a Koval case, because it's not because of its rarity, because it's special, the story. That's why I put it in there.
What about most valuable piece?
Oh, definitely has to be that factory sealed 992 Super Treasure Hunt full cage. There's two variants. There's the half cage and the full cage. I got a full cage with a factory seal.
Nice. And what is your favorite car?
Yeah, I really like these Zamok 911s. The Zamok in general, they did so well with that line. The all silver just looks so pretty on that 993 casting. I love it. I'm a huge Porsche fan. So,
Dude, what got you into Porsches? Like, cause I know you drive a Lexus, right?
So my mom, the Porsche's been in our family ever since I was in middle school. My mom has driven 4 Porsches, 2 Caymans, 1 GT4, 1 Sport, and then 2 Macans, 1 Macan Turbo, 1 Macan GT3. So as I got older, I really got to appreciate Porsches. I would get driven to school in one, I would get picked up in one, and then as I got older into high school, I got to drive one. And I mean, the sensation is like no other car.
What are some of the nicknames for Porsches?
I know back from the GT rings, they did have nicknames like that because they killed a lot of people. Actually, this CLK is one of those cars that was in the GT ring. It's called the CLK GTR, and it was known as Mercedes' first flying car because it would go so high and pick up so much air in the front, it would lift and it would go soaring into the air. Oh, that's right. The Widowmaker is the 918 Spider. 918s should be the V8 with 2 hybrid engines. It's a hybrid. Makes about 800 and some horsepower, but stupid light. It's what was with the McLaren F1 and the LaFerrari. Obviously, you got the Holy Trinity is what they call it, of Porsche Supers. You got the 9345, purple 911 GT3 RS, and of course, the orange and blue 993 GT2. And then I have the other 2, well, there's 6 total Porsche Supers that they've made, or 7, sorry, Porsche Supers that they made. I am only missing 2, no, it was 8. The first original Porsche Super came out, and I don't remember, it was a silver one. And I'm only missing a Spider, a 918 Spider Super Treasure Hunt. That's on the way.
So this is all personal?
All personal. Okay. I would never touch this. I love Audi as well, but mostly Porsche and Mercedes. So here I've got 4 of the Canyon Warriors Chases, big body Benzes. Love these 500s. Those 550s are great as well. A lot of 190Es. These were the Evos, so that's what the E stands for, is Evo. Got 2 of those 560, the 2024 Sec Supers, the red ones. Beautiful casting. And then you got a few of those C63 Deutschland design Chases. Beautiful cars, as well the Transports. But I used to have 6 of those RWBs. I got rid of a few.
I've had 2 of those.
Real nice. I know I've still got a few more left that I need to add to the Mercedes wall, but and then 1 more Chase for the Porsche side. I'm only missing the race day Chase. The 2024 Exotic Envy Porsche Chase is not out in the States yet. And then you just got some assorted, older Porsche premiums that I really like. The new GT4 at the top, Speed Machines Chase, of course, have to have an RWB silhouettes. I'm a huge Magnus Walker fan, so obviously I've got a bunch of the Magnus Walker stuff. The Eurospeed GTR, the other Magnus Walker 911, and then you have the green Magnus Walker RLC that came out. And I just love, I mean, he's a fashion designer, and his Porsche collection is insane. Of course, the Euro style Magnus. These are both 190Es, 190 Evos. Like, I'm a huge Evo fan. It's my favorite casting of Mercedes, and then my second favorite casting is the 500. And then right here, I've got a short card, a half cage,
nice,
9.9.
That's sweet.
Yeah. I was thinking about cracking the blue one open because it's got a little dent.
Okay.
But man, they're so nice. I'm a big fan of those deep dish wheels. I just came across the GT2, the 993. He offered it to me. I gave him a pink Datsun and a Nismo RLC for that factory sealed 993. Factory seal full cage goes for about $230, $240.
It's the full cage?
Yeah, it's the full cage. I don't want other collectors to, you know, take advantage of each other or scalpers, right? You know, scalpers will look at the prices, get top price, and try to sell it at that price. If I get any extras, I'll trade. I prefer to trade. I'm a trader. I like to trade, but if I need to sell, I'll do it cheap. One of my favorites is these, I think this is the Thrill Seekers is what it's called, the 9345. That's just a great casting in general, these 9345s. Love those curves. Those were, I mean, they're beautiful cars. So this is a 9345. Arches are super wide. You can see the circular tail lights headlights that Porsche is known for. And then you put your big old GT wing on the back. Of course, that's similar to all their GT cars. And then right here in the 935 from the new race day series, well, not new, but the race day series that came out for 2023. See, it's a little bit smaller. The arches aren't as big, and you lose those circular headlights that Porsche is known for. And you just get a kind of a slicker, sleeker design. This is when they moved to more aerial stuff. They got rid of a lot of arching, focused on aerodynamics and speed, because, you know, Porsche was the dominator of the GT rings.
That's them side by side.
Yeah, that's them side by side.
9345 and the
935. Yeah, you can see clear difference. One is definitely bigger, which is that 9345. I'm very partial to the 9345 for sure.
Nice.
Here at the top, you have the 930s, Cyberpunk, because Johnny Silverhand's Porsche from the game. And then just the Boulevard one. And then you have another Deutschland designed Porsche. It's a 911. This is also a 911 from the Speed Machines. No real riders on this one, because if y'all know, none of the old Speed Machines had real riders. So these are made for speed. These are made for the track. And then you have the Women of Fast, the Cayman GT4. All white, black wheels. And the last one, which is really, really cool. I want to get another carded one of this, but this is the Bilstein Porsche. It's labeled as a 959, but it used if I remember correctly, a 953 chassis. Yes, it's a 953 chassis with a body of a 959 Porsche, and this is basically a monstrosity that they made to be off-road focused, and it's great. I love it. So this is a wheel swapped Fast and Furious Porsche, the 911. It is a 996 body style, I want to say. They call it the Frog Eye? The Frog Eye Porsches. So you got wheel swapped on the white wheels so it can match. Real clean. I actually I can show you the regular version.
Sweet, man. Who did that one? Did you do that one? Or?
No, my friend Adam did. I want to start getting into the customs.
It's fun, bro.
Yeah, I do collect some 124s right there as well. Advan 997 right there, and then a 911 GT3. It's a 996 body. It's called the Frog Eye. And then I got the one from the Fast and Furious, and then I got some, like I said, I drive a Lexus, so I have a few extra Altezas.
Nice. How much do you think you spend on diecast a month?
Probably like 50, 60 bucks, I would say.
50, 60 bucks?
Yeah, 50, 60 bucks. I try to keep myself, I mean, I'm in college, so I like to keep myself on a good budget because I already have so much high-end stuff that I really don't look for anything new. Maybe some new premiums that come out. Yes. I really don't hunt at all anymore.
Oh, no hunting at all?
Oh, no, not really. Because I used to do it a lot. I would wake up and I would find a lot of stuff, but people will wake up early. Like, you have to be the first one at the door. at 8 a.m. when the Target opens to get something good. And I think that's ridiculous that that people want to get up that early because they want to find the best stuff, and all they're gonna do is resell it. We as hobbyists of this hobby enjoy going to just to check out what they have, no matter what time of the day it is. No matter, you can be like, oh, they probably went through it, but you know what, you still go because it's the love of the hobby. And I don't feel like waking up at 8 a.m. just to beat a bunch of grown men. So I'm a huge enthusiast of cars, and that's why I do it, because I genuinely enjoy this hobby. I'm not in it to make money. I'm in it to be able to be proud of something that I can show off, like right now. And I feel like that's what really kills this hobby, man, is that people that really just pallet raid and open boxes and just try to look for one thing and leave a mess for everybody else.
What is your favorite meet to go to out of the 3 groups?
Definitely so I'm a trade, like I said earlier, I'm a mostly trade only guy. But if someone needs to buy something or just wants to buy something from me, I'll sell and I'll come up with a fair price. And but I like to trade, and so that would definitely be our trade only meet, which is the Hot Wheels Club 2.0. I'm a moderator in that group, so maybe my answer is a little biased, but that's just what I like to do. I understand that some people don't like it as much because they like to buy, and we don't do buying, we do trade only. Definitely for me, it's the trade only meet. That's the best thing about having so many groups, is that, since we are a trade only group, you have the opportunity to go to other groups that have almost all the same members, and you can buy. You can still buy it. You're not getting restricted from buying. It's just this certain group only adheres to trading, just to make it fair for everybody. I do see the appeal on both sides.
Who are your best friends in the community? Here's your chance to throw shout outs.
I have to say, number one is my boy Jay. That's my Pookie Bear. I love him, man. Where he's also one of those collectors that really collects for what he loves, and he's got a great collection. We're actually trying to get him to do a showcase, but he's like, oh, I'm not ready. You just gotta have this energy. You can't bring negative energy into the hobby, because that ruins it for everybody. And I've done hundreds of trades. That's usually what both parties agrees to. And if the trade value is a little off on their end or a little off on my end, I'll either make it up with cash or make it up with something else that they could resell, or they could keep, or they could trade for something else. Because that's my philosophy, that if I have something that someone wants and they've got something that I can at least trade off for something that I know I would want, then I'll do that trade, because I help them out, and in the long run, I'll get whatever I wanted as well. People have to understand as prices fluctuate. These are toy cars at the end of the day. That's how you keep friends and you make new friends in this hobby, is just by helping each other out and being a good person. When you get greed into something like this and you see the money, yeah, sure, it becomes real appealing and it's really easy to fall into, but you got to pull yourself out of that and realize that this is a hobby. This is not a business. It's a hobby. It's not a business.
What about thoughts on Overdrive? What do you think about that?
I think it's really cool, man.
Did you get it?
I did not, because I obviously, you can tell I only have two RLCs and one mail-in.
Slim on your preference, right?
I'm real slim on my preference. So I know that the RLC membership, Overdrive membership, isn't meant for me, because I specifically collect 2 types of casting, Mercedes and Porsche. There's only one rumored Mercedes, or one Mercedes that's going to come out, and it's a G-Wagon, but it won't come out until another few months. It's going to be very easy to get. Collectors that really do like getting all of them, I think the idea is great, because it's guaranteed. They'll guaranteed get it.
Like your own little bot.
Yeah, like I don't really need that much anymore, man. I'm real content. It's just really old mainlines from here. Older Porsche mainlines from like the Workshop series and the Factory Fresh series. And just stuff like that is really what I'm going to be focusing on now. Some Mercedes mainlines too, but like I said, I already have. I'm really content at where my collection's at, and I don't feel the need to collect anything extra, just to make sure that people can see it. 5 Porsche Supers, that's probably what I'm most proud of. And I don't know if people, collectors know, but the Porsche series from 2014, obviously I don't have the full 8-car series, but each car, the whole set by itself goes for about $120. A really valuable set, because it's so old. It's just what I'm most proud of, is the 5 Porsche Supers. Well, will be 6 once that 918 Spider comes in. This wall is worth at least $1,500. And to be able to have a collection like that with me being a college student at 21 really makes me proud. It comes with a certain pride, and I can carry myself a certain way at the meets because I know what I have at home.
In that case, I guess this will conclude your collection. Is there any last words you want to leave people who are watching this, like collectors or hobbyists or anybody that probably might possibly looking at getting into the hobby?
Don't worry about prices. Collect what you like. Hoard what you like. Don't let anybody tell you that having a certain casting and having bunches and tons of it is like being a scalper, because if it's what you love, it means something to you. And any collection that you have, even if you're just starting out, for all the new collectors, be proud of your collection, because we all started from somewhere. I started from 7 main lines. I started from that main line right there in that cobalt case. I didn't start grand beginnings. We all had to start somewhere, as everybody does in this hobby. And you'll eventually get to the point where you'll amass something like this as well. So it's just a process, and take your time, enjoy the hobby, don't worry about prices. And if you do need to use prices for reference, it's eBay last sold. That's the best way. You'll find your market and, find your best price, your average price for everything.
Awesome, brother. Well, I appreciate your time.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, bro.